Hello, my beautiful and handsome soul tribe. Welcome to TT Tarot. Hopefully, everybody is doing well and blessed on their endeavor. Um, this is a reading for my lovely Aries collective. How are you? All right. Well, hello to all my new subscribers and my old. I love all of you guys the same. We're all on the same soul tribe. Okay. So, you know, the usual, he could be a she could be a he. Um, just place yourself where you go. You guys could be in masculine or feminine energies. Everybody is welcome. Cross watchers, you are welcome. Children, you are not welcome. Sorry, just grow up a little bit more and you will be welcome. You should children, you really should not be thinking about these things. If your parents, or grandparents, whoever, you know, did so correctly. But, anyways, without further ado, let's get right on into it. Aries. Mm. How are my Aries collective doing? What's in the energy? Archangels Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael, we invoke your powerful intercession before the throne of God in heaven. By your spiritual assistance, protect us from harm, heal us of our infirmities, and convey to us God's will for our lives. Amen. Aries. Aries, Aries. I have little hands, so sometimes if you see me, I have to sometimes. Sorry, I'm so. Hopefully, that I did not spend that whole first 2 minutes not in view. Something could have something to do with something or someone that is not in plain view. Aries. Something or someone of significance to the situation. Maybe something that you need to take a look at. I'm just saying. Aries. Give me a message for my Aries collective, please, Spirit. A moon rising or north node. Bottom of the deck, we had fear. Somebody could be fearful of something. Is somebody blocking their intuition, ignoring their intuition about somebody that's disingenuine? Yeah. Somebody's a liar about. These both came in the crossing together. Somebody could be lying about having some type of victory with something or someone. And they could be lying because they're very much insecure, and they either lack intuition or they ignored their intuition. You could have warned lover. You could have warned somebody about somebody or something. Somebody could be stalking somebody at their place of business, or just really invading somebody's privacy. This is who they really are, but they are hiding it. Somebody's stalking somebody at their job. They're hiding the fact that they're crazy and they're insecure. Okay. Bottom of this deck, exposure. Somebody is exposed. The last card that came out right before that, this is who this person is. Oh my. And they came in looking in the beginning, they came in like this. They 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 came in like this, like they were giving some type of good advice or something. But they were very disingenuous, fake, false, pretender, because they were very much insecure. They ignored their intuition. Somebody ignored their intuition. They believed the mask. They believed the mask because of their own insecurities. They ignored their intuition about this liar. Somebody blew up their head about maybe some type of achievements that they have obtained or something like that. Credentials, whatever. They hyped themselves up and somebody believed them. Somebody believed them. The bottom of this deck, I did pre-shuffle this deck already. This is definitely has to deal with something from the past. Somebody could actually be a boss at their job. Just interfere. Interfere. Yeah, somebody interfered, acting like they were so positive and healed, like they were healed. Wow. These two just, oh my goodness. These two just shot out the freaking deck together. So this is definitely a couple. They could be married. If they're not married, they're married. They're counterparts. Or if they're not married, they're counterparts. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck with a tower. So somebody came in and painted some type of picture like they were super, like they were some type of like responsible party, like they could be a like a good count. Because look at his heart chakra, his heart space. Emotionally speaking, that's how big of a heart he has. I believe he's easily swayed by this Queen of Swords who looks like she knows what she's doing, right? See, this is behind the veil. She sees him she sees herself getting married to this person with the Four of Swords. They came out with the Four of Swords. He or she sees themselves marrying this heartless King of Swords. With the Ace of Wands and the Tower, they possibly went for it and became counterparts. And this person has their fingers crossed. This disingenuous person. King of Pentacles. Somebody was, yeah, somebody was lying about having some type of victory and new beginning with somebody. They did not waste any time. They did not waste any time to walk away from something because of their insecurity, and the fact that they were ignoring their intuition. And it could have been something that was they were set to gain something from this. That's why they ignored their intuition and were so quick to jump into something. They could have took this cup of offer somewhere else. But so far, this little Knight of Cups is the only emotion that I see here. I see this Eight of Cups, but this Eight of Cups is driven by these pentacles. Not even passion. Look at Page of Wands in the reverse. I see pentacles and swords along with the Fool at the bottom of the deck. This liar that doesn't want to be seen as a liar, that had some type of victory in something. Oh. Yeah, somebody. Five of Pentacles with the Lovers. No Cups, Five of Swords. When this person, remember, place yourself where you go. If you're the one that walked away to go heal something with somebody from your past, whoever you walked away from, or when they walked away from you, something became so clear because it was done so quickly. It was like a band-aid. It was an eye opener for somebody to where they were able to heal, understand why somebody was holding back from them. With the Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups, they thought this, and then the Five of Swords, they thought this move was gonna be successful for some type of gain for themselves. They could have possibly been the only one that would have potentially benefited from whatever this is, but I don't know. I don't see that it was successful. I see that they're possibly trying to hold back from showing any emotion and snapping. And somebody's stalking somebody at work. Somebody's stalking somebody at work, Aries. Yeah, and somebody sees something clearly. Somebody sees what's going on. The Devil. Yep. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they took some type of opportunity that was given to them as just like a plain, like a no shape to it, and they saw what they wanted to see in this opportunity. But don't forget that this is what came out right before that. The Devil. Mm-hmm. Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Six of Wands. Somebody made a bad decision, but ultimately, I see that this decision that was made is gonna work out for somebody's good. Mm-hmm. Somebody's looking at a bigger picture. or looking at what they have and um, being very disappointed. Yeah. The Two of Swords with the Ace of Wands again. They blocked something. They blocked something. Something that was actually a very good opportunity for them. With the Two of Swords and the Ace of Wands, it would have brought them a lot of happiness, support for their aspirations and passions in life. They actually blocked out what was going to bring them their ultimate happiness and chose the devil. Look, with the Death card at the bottom. With the Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Yeah, they did it for money. And now they could be potentially, possibly going to jail. Oh, wow, look at Death, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the Emperor and the Empress right next to each other with the World. Wow. Somebody's parents could have something to do with it. Somebody could rely on their parents a lot. Somebody could do what their parents tell them to do. Yeah, and ultimately it caused them this Ten of Swords in the reverse. They can't, something cannot be, something can't be revived. We do have a couple here, and we just had a couple at the bottom of the deck. So this couple at the bottom of the deck could be the underlying reason that this situation played out. They had something to do with it. Remember at the beginning of the reading, somebody's out of sight that plays a big role in whatever situation this is. Somebody could have chose a copycat because their parents told them to, or because they think that's what their parents would approve of, or something about parents or an authority couple has an underlining, has something to significantly do with this situation right here, and they ultimately costed them opportunities. I remember we seen the Ace of Pentacles. It was at the bottom of the deck, but it was never played. It was never laid out. It was never, the Pentacles never came into fruition because it was, they healed something with the devil. They blocked the wrong thing because they were in some type of delusion. They ignored their intuition. Aries. Hopefully this resonates. If it does, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know. We will pull you one more before we go. Love and Money Oracle. See what's going on with that, because this is crazy. Somebody, if somebody knows where you work, they're stalking you. They're stalking you. Yeah. Remember, place yourself where you go. Hopefully you're not someone in either one of those relationships, because I don't feel like either relationship that the King and Queen of Swords and the Emperor and the Empress. I don't believe I feel like there was some type of intent. There was some type of malicious intent that I don't feel like was for either one's highest good. I feel like they did something very strategic. Like I said, they could have even gotten married. They could be a married couple. Bottom of the deck, we've got overload. They could be overloaded. Mm. For Aries, family ties. What I tell you, a mom and dad, and they got married. They may have gotten married and gossip. People are gossiping about this, or somebody could have been gossiping about you, Aries, and their people. All right. I love you. I hope this message resonates. If not, go ahead and check your other placements. Those might resonate. I will see you guys next time. Hype up the video, share, like. Please like it because I get, views, but, please like it. If you're going to, it don't cost nothing to like it, to show support for your girl here. I love you guys. Hopefully this year has been good to you and this year will be good to you. I will see you guys next time. Bye.